So now we're going to our sweep single. Sweep single. So very similar setup for our sweep single. Where's Koa? Alright, so here's what I want, guys. We're always looking for ways to set this guy up, make him uncomfortable. So I'm always moving his head, using my face, snaps, sides, pressure. What I always like to do to manipulate this guy's body. So as we get older, we'll start to realize that guys are going to be more solid defensively. They're going to stay in their stance, they're going to be disciplined, and they're going to make it really hard for us to get to their legs, right? So it's going to be rare that I'm just going to be able to go out, the guy's going to be standing tall, and he's going to let me get access to his legs. And so what we're going to need to do is adjust our movements and our motions so we can get this guy to open up, make him uncomfortable. This is what's beautiful about wrestling. Wrestling's a hustle to the positions that you feel comfortable. You take him out of positions that he feels great in, and then all of a sudden he panics. He starts to break down in his technique. He starts to lose his confidence. We're playing the psychological battle. Breaking someone you hear oftentimes, right? You see guys smiling, like we broke. It's not always about getting a guy to put his face on the mat, his head down, and then tech falling him or pinning him. Sometimes breaking a guy is just getting him to come out of position once so you can get the takedown. That's going to be the match deciding takedown. And so that's what I want you guys to remember is being sharp at every level is not being able to score dozens of points, but it's being able to score the right points at the right times when you initiate your offense. And so we're here, we're down in our stance. Here's how I want to move. We start to wrestle from the collar side. So the double leg is much more effective when I can be open, right? I don't want this guy to have his hands on me. I don't want him to feel where I am. But for our sweep single, it's going to be a little bit different. My sweep single, I want to get my hands on this guy because I want to be able to pull him, set him, and then go get him. So what we call it, set him and go get him, right? So we set his feet, and then we go find where this guy's finishes. So we talk about anticipation. Anticipation is putting this guy where you want him, and then going to get him where you believe he's going to go. Timing and anticipation go hand in hand with our wrestling. And so we're going inside tie on this particular move. And so that means I'm going, one hand's going to be on the collar, still forearm perpendicular with the shoulder, still elbow down, and then my left hand, instead of being free like it was on our double leg, I'm getting it inside to this guy's tricep. I'm getting on his tricep. So we're here, we're down our stance. I'm beating him with my collar tie. I'm guessing that if I collar tie him and I start to control this guy on this far side, is he going to leave this hand at home? No, most of the time he's going to reach. So as soon as he goes to reach, I'm beating him inside. Now look, I've got him exactly where I want him. I've got the tricep because I caused him to reach just by getting to a strong collar tie. And so we're here, I'm down in my stance. Remember, matching his head position. I reach a collar tie with this hand, he reaches up. I'm beating him inside. I'm grabbing his tricep. Now I've got control of this guy's body. Remember, where his head goes, his body must follow him. So wherever his head goes, his body's got to follow him. And so what I want from this position is I want to get this guy two-step. Notice Koa's a right leg lead, but I want this left leg if I'm going sweep single with my right hand. And so I have to get him to step. So here's what I want to do. I want to control, remember reaching for the collar, beating him inside, pulling on this tricep. So watch, this one's going to be a little subtle step. So I'm pulling on his head, but I'm also pulling on his tricep at the same time. And I'm stepping to my left. So watch this. I'm stepping left, I'm pulling right, and I'm getting this guy to step, right? So I'm stepping left as I pull right. Notice just that little subtle jerk of his head and his arm. Notice how it gets him to step with his foot. And so now, our second movement is going to be to lower our level. And so we're going inside collar, inside tie. We're going to get a nice pull, step left. Subtle step left, it's up to me to pull him right. That's number 2. And now number 3, I'm going level change. So as I pull, I'm going level change. Now look at my position. The same thing we just worked on. Our point of entry, we already know how to get access here. We just worked on it for a minute straight, doing it 3 times in a row. We're stepping toward his left foot. We're dropping our knee behind his foot. We're securing the leg, keeping it close to our body, and our ear is going to be locked into this guy's hip. But we have to learn how to get entry. So first, we're down in our stance. Collar tie, he reaches, beat him inside. Watch me step left, subtle step, pull, level change. Now look at my position. Although my foot and his foot are close, I still want to get big deep step. Deep step, shot. Look where I'm at. Head is up, eyes are up. Look at how I'm leaning into this guy. If I'm going away with my head away, now I'm in trouble. He's wrestling back into me. He's going to be fighting my lock. I want to make sure that I lean into my partner or my opponent. Keep him off balance. Get this foot light and get his far foot heavy. Look at my position. Now from here, the same way we stepped up on our double to run across is the same way we're stepping up on our single leg. Watch me step up with my right foot, and I'm trying to step behind his right foot. So watch, step, hit. Now I'm locked in. Notice how I've got this thing up in my armpit. The higher this foot, I can test his flexibility, but also I make it really hard for him to get his leg down. You hold this thing down here on your side, chances are this guy's gonna pull his leg down. His hamstrings are strong. But if I get this thing up high, watch me lock this up here, now it becomes really hard for him. And so I've got a bunch of ways I can finish, right? I can turn his knee down, finish backside. I can come above his knee, sit him down. I can come to the collar, sit him. I can come underneath and look for my trip. There's so many ways I can finish this here. It's all about personal preference and all about the flexibility and the balance of this guy. Most guys, you lift this thing heavy and high, it's going to be hard for him to balance. This guy's going to fall down. In freestyle, it's even easier. You don't have to finish. I just pick this thing up and run this guy out of balance, get my 1 point every single time. But for you guys, I want you to decide which one of these finishes looks best for you. But first, we start with our setups. Setup always has to be clean. Collar tie, good position, reach, he reaches, inside tie, subtle step, level change. Stepping deep, shot. Ears glued, leaning into this guy. I'm stepping up with my right foot behind his right. Look at how my hands are pulling to my chest. Here. Once I step, watch me elevate this up. Hands come here. I don't unlock my hands here. Maybe, just maybe, when you start to get advanced, when you get to this position, you start to learn how to sweep, maybe come here, maybe come inside thigh pry. But for right now, I want you guys, we're coming to our sweep. Watch me bring my hands up and bring the leg to my armpit. Keeping this thing locked in. A couple things are happening here. When I step up into a squat. I see a lot of guys, when you step up here. It's a recipe for disaster here. I don't want to be square with it. I want to be at an angle. Look at how our feet are in a row. 3 feet, foot, pressure. Head stays up. Remember, step. Elevate. So when I step deep, I'm stepping from my squat. I'm swinging this up high. So watch me. Step, swing. Here. And he's going to go high in the armpit. My favorite, probably the easiest, is I'm grabbing this guy's collar here as I keep this high. I keep this locked in. I get this as high as I possibly can. I get as high as I possibly can. I'm locked in here. I don't even need my forehand. This one's coming to the collar. Watch me. I'm circling to my left. I'm going to sit this guy down to his butt. Here. Look at how I stay in position. I'm back to my squat, but this guy hits the mat before me. I don't want it to scramble to ensue, so I'm keeping this leg secure between my hip and my chest, and now I can start to double leg from behind, looking to wrestle this guy. Alright, so here we go. We're back down our stance, collar, inside. Big step up. Here, shot. Step. Elevate. Keep this pitted. Look at how I have this high. This is high, testing the flexibility. Right hand comes to the collar. Watch this. Take this thing. Circle left, pull down the head, and sit. This guy falls to his hip here. I'm looking a little like crazy. I'm going to hit this guy. He starts to turn the other way. Fine. I stay here. I'm going to freestyle. Hands down. What's up, bro? You got a question? Ooh, I'm testing now. All right. Let's see what I can do.
Jordan, what was this question?
Can we show it to the left?
Oh.
So, the mechanics are very similar. We're just going to a different side. And so, where I'm pulling with my left hand here, I would pull with my right. So I'm going subtle step here, and I'm going to level change. So subtle step, level change. Here, step. Once I get to this position, look at my head and chest. They remain up. Remember, I'm stepping up to my squat. Feet are in a row. And now watch me swing, elevate. Swing and elevate. From here, collar time. Collar time. Laying this thing on the back of this guy's neck, and I'm circling and sitting him down. Now, if I get stuck in this position, as opposed to dropping this foot and trying to tackle his hips, we're good guys who spin out. Watch me keep this secure and watch how I just climb up this leg. Guys got it? All right, here we go. Let's work. 1, 2.